Alright, here inside the Mayweather Boxing Club with kickboxer, boxer, MMA fighter, trainer, singer, dad of the year, everything, Dewey Cooper. Dewey, just back from your draw with Peter Aerts out there, the GFC card on May 29th, I believe it was. First of all, I don't know if to say congratulations or not, but tell us about that fight. Go like you expected?
Well, first of all, it was an honor to be on the show in Dubai, you know. Going to the fight, as you know, and most people, I was a huge underdog in that fight. You know, Peter Aerts is a legendary kickboxer. He's a natural heavyweight, and, you know, he's great. He has more KOs than I got fights. He had 88 knockouts. The fight ended in a draw, a controversial draw. But, you know, I did well. It was a tough fight. He had a lot of power. He was strong. But I hit him and hurt him many times. And I shocked the world. No one had great expectations for me in the fight. Everyone thought I was going to get knocked out in one round. And I proved the world wrong. Having a draw isn't the worst thing. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. You know, I proved my point, and I still got some fight left in me.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned controversial. You know, what was it for those that didn't see it? What was it that you believe that should have put it as a win in your favor rather than a draw?
Well, you know, in the first round, he threw a kick. I checked it. His foot hit my elbow and broke his foot. And
what's up, baby? You know who this is?
We were supposed to continue fighting. He turned away, walked away, and the referee should have gave him a 78 count for that. You can't take a timeout in a fight unless there's an illegal blow or something. So, you know, it gave him time to recover and all of this type of stuff. And there was no penalty for turning away, waving off the fight, you know. I'm glad they didn't stop it, though. I did want to fight, but I at least should have been awarded a 78 count. But, like I said, I'm okay with what happened. A draw is a draw. Hopefully we'll fight again on the October 2nd show back in Dubai on GFC #2.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But yeah, first, before you left, we had talked about his size and how much bigger he is than you. You're not a small guy, but Peter Aerts is huge. What was that like? I mean, was it any surprise you? Any adjustments you had to make, you know, as far as dealing with someone that big?
Well, no. We're both K1 fighters, so I've been fighting heavyweights in kickboxing basically my whole career, at least the last 15 years anyway. I just knew he had legendary power. I knew he had great timing, and I knew it was going to be a difficult fight because of that. He has a load of experience. You know, he has everything. But like I told you before, people underestimated what I bring to the table. I have a good chin. I'm tough. I'm durable. I'm strong, and I'm skilled with speed. So, you know, it was a great matchup. It was power versus skill. And, you know, it came out pretty even. So, you know, we'll see what happens in the rematch.
You've been around for a long time yourself. You fought, you know, the best fighters in the world, so obviously not going to be intimidated or anything. But when you get in the ring with someone like Peter Aerts, a legend like that, is there a different mindset you have to have, or do you just want to treat him like any other bum you'd fight off the street? I mean, is it different when you go into a fight with someone like that?
Well, every time I fight, I do 100% of what I can do. So, if I'm fighting a lesser than fighter, I try to view it as if it was a great fighter like Peter. So, to be honest, no, I didn't want to make it like some incredible moment for me. Though it was a very important moment for my career and you know, a destined fight that I wanted since 2004. But my mind state going into the fight was another day at the office. I trained every day of my life. I've been dedicated to this sport for over 25 years. So I just looked at it like another fight. But deep down inside, I knew I had to be sharp and had to be mentally and psychologically ready, in which I was, man. There was no fear. There was nothing there. I just wanted to fight and win.
Now, you mentioned that you were a huge underdog. Everybody thought you were going to lose. Do you think that he felt that way? Maybe in the fight, did he not respect you as much? Or was there a point that maybe he realized that? Or going in, do you think he gave you the proper attention you deserve?
Well, you know, who knows? Only Peter and his camp would know that. But I will say, if he didn't have enough respect for me, I'm sure he gained some from the fight. Because he landed some hard shots on me, shots that I've seen him knock many great fighters out with. And I was able to take them and fight back and hit him back and shake him also. And I know deep down inside, if he didn't have respect for me, he definitely does now, because, you know, I went toe-to-toe with him. We exchanged punches. We hit each other hard. We kicked each other hard. We kneed each other hard. And I came down unscathed. wasn't the same for him.
Another thing I'd mentioned in another review is how dedicated you are to the tradition of martial arts.
Yes.
What's it like? I know when you get to go out to a place like Thailand, it's maybe more special for you than anywhere else. So what's it like when you get to go out there, immerse yourself in the culture and the whole thing rather than being like some arena in the States?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I love being on the road because, to be honest, it's less psychological pressure on me. I'm not worried about my friends being disappointed or my girlfriend, you know, feeling some kind of way at the, you know, ringside, or my daughter or something, seeing her dad not do well. So I love being outside of the country. I really enjoyed Dubai. It was my first time being there. It is an incredible city, luxurious, glamorous, just it's incredible. And the Muslim culture was really great out there. Everyone was so respectful and treated us so well. And I look forward to doing it again, man. I just, you know, I'm a vet, man. I'll fight anywhere, anytime, anyone, whoever. I'm a world champion just like them. And I'm willing to put it on the line anytime. That's why I stay in shape. I'll fight next week. Someone give me a call. That's what we do, man. That's a lifestyle for me.
All right, preparing for the fight, you know, what kind of sparring did you do? Who'd you work with that really helped you out there?
Well, I had great sparring for this camp. I started the camp off with this big heavyweight MMA fighter, Tyler Perry. After that, my last 5-6 weeks, the great Ray Sefu came through for me. I went to Randy Couture's gym. He sparred with me 3 times a week for like 5-6 weeks straight. Some of the best sparring I've had, at least in the last 10 years. So big shout out to Ray Sefu. He helped me out, and he actually catapulted to me mentally to be so confident in the fight. I knew at the sparring hall with Ray Sefu, I would be able to handle Peter Aerts' power. So Ray, big shout out to you, and also Deutsch Poo, another big mean Samoan dude that tried to swing at me all hard like Peter Aerts was doing. Those 2 guys were really instrumental in this win. Ray Sefu and then Deutsch. Thank you guys.
I'm gonna throw an extra question since you're standing there. What's this guy mean to you over here? How's he help you out?
Little Davey. Little Davey. This is my nephew. And a lot of times, you know, guys don't want to help me train. They don't want to spar with me. He's the utility man. He's my strength conditioning coach, first of all. That's his title. And he gets me strong. He gets me back, takes me back to my youth with his drills. But if no one's there to spar, he spars me. Boxing, kickboxing, he wrestles. Whatever I need, he's willing to do. This guy's one of the greatest athletes I've ever known. He can kick, he can box, he can wrestle.
He's a talented fighter himself, right?
Very talented fighter. And he's tough, mean, and strong. So he helps me out tremendously, man. You know, no one really helps me out as much as David. One Kick Nick does his thing for over 20 years. Jeff Mayweather's been doing his thing with me for over 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, something like that. But David's with me every single day, and he helps me out tremendously. And he keeps me motivated too, because he's a young dude, and when I get lazy, he gets on my ass about it.
And Dave, don't forget to pay him his $20.
Okay. Right.
For those
and by
nights.
the way, he charges me. I gotta pay this dude, so that's his job to keep me motivated.
Oh, it's not a family thing, huh?
No, it is a family thing, but he's like a black Jew. He charges me anyway.
How's he help you out, Dave, or what's it like working with this guy?
Man, you know, it's great. You know, he helped me, he keeps me in shape. You know, he makes me get up and run when I don't want to run when I'm in fight camp.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to help him get back to his youth, you know, with my drills and stuff. But
he's not as camera shy as you either, is he?
Yeah, you know, little Dave, you don't like to talk.
I don't like to talk much. I like action, man. Like, so this is new to me.
All right.
You know.
Well, we'll wrap it up real quick. You'd mentioned GFC, and I've been seeing on Facebook and on social media you've been singing their praise. Tell us about the organization. You know, where you think they're going in your next fight coming up.
Well, Prince Amir, he's the promoter. Really legendary kickboxer himself. He fought here in the States many times on the Dennis Warner shows back in the 90s. And he also was a Draka champion, you know, the Russian company. He's a great promoter because he's a world champion. He's from the fight background, so he knows how to treat fighters. He knows how to match fighters up, and he treated us so good. I mean, it was a great show. GFC is definitely taking over the Middle Eastern countries, and it will go, you know, international. There's deep interest all over Asia for it. India, like I said, places like Kuwait, places like this in the Middle East. They are GFC fanatics there. And it'll hit the U.S. soon. Global Fighting Championships. I was on the first one.
Yeah.
GFC #1, I was on there. That's history. I was the first American on that damn show, and I'm gonna be on there the next time, and we're gonna win more fights, and we wanna win that GFC championship title.
All right, you said you're fighting again when?
October 2nd, back in Dubai, baby.
Goodbye. And then what about Dave? You said you don't have anything lined up. You're just working with guys right now, but you'll be back yourself too, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get something for a year over with, you know. Just, this guy's the most important thing right now because he's fighting on the Global Fighting Championships, the up and coming, you know.
You know, tentatively October, the first week in October. I haven't signed the contracts yet, but from what I'm hearing, that's going to be the day. It will be in October, and I will be on the show. And I'm really excited about it. I'm going to stay in shape. I'm going to fight better next time.
Any names you got in mind?
Hopefully it's a rematch with Peter Aerts. We'll see. I love him. I respect him. But we got to draw. We got to do it again. That's the bottom line. But this time, people have a little more trust and a little more respect for me in this next fight. And I'm sure he's going to come harder. I will too. I'll be bigger. I'll be better. I'll be faster. And I'll be ready to get that win.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Best of luck to you. We'll see you back next week.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.